built on black gold, and I am.
Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is episode 821.3, as labeled the Weed Nerd World tonight. See who comes and hangs out this evening. Where in the heck is my chat? Still no chats. Look at this. Third time's a charm. Go dead up where it belongs. Alright. Top chat, the live chat. Perfect. Alright, now let's work on that doobie. What's up, Kanini? Hey, Billy. Hey, Nova. Why? What up? What the fuck are you guys smoking on? Day 11. What's up? SoCal, cheers to you, fucker. Black dresses. Still fucking a little bit of weed, a little bit of moon rock tonight. Too many people's in break room. Give me a bit and I'll jump in. Alright, SoCal. Amy wine cheese, that just sounds good. This moon rock is fucking the never-ending moon rock. They should have wrote a song about it. Noah 420 Dabber 710. Change that, bro. Cheers, bro. Smoking a roach I found in my console. I've been there. Fantastic. Trying to keep up on some of these here comments. Walker Flower. Mr. Smiley rolling in. Turn this down a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. Let Mr. Smiley in. Cheers, Mattness. THC Rise, Texas Weed Hopper. Howdy to you. Gotta be careful with these moon rocks, man. The Major in the house. What's up, Smiley? How are you this evening?
I'm all hot and sweaty. I was just hustling water. Get it done. Get my chores done so I can hang out with my friends.
There you go. That's putting the priorities straight. Hell yeah. What are you starting the evening off tonight with? What's your break, doobie?
It was either GG4 or Crippy. I'm not sure.
Oh, so you're going to sleep either way. Nighttime weed either way.
Bed. Trying to get through. Cheers to everybody in chat.
Oh, they're rolling in tonight. What's up, Stoney? This fucking moon rock fucking weed, man. It's thick smoke. Thick smoke weed.
Yeah.
2 hits and it's got the fucking. What's up, Mr. 1212? Tim Davis, cheers to you. Fuck yeah, man. You fucking quarter of the way into the fucking joint, you got the whole room fucking clouded up and shit. I like that thick eye-burny smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That stuff that trips you up too.
What do you think makes the difference? The thickness of a smoke? Well, they do vary from strain to strain. You know, it isn't a consistent type of smoke. Some is definitely thicker and heavier than others.
Absolutely. Trippy is one of them for me. It's pretty heavy. If I smoke trippy all day long, man, my chest will be all like doing dabs almost.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotta
I
be
have
wax in it. I don't know. That'll be my guess. I'm guessing wax. What is wax?
Tim Dave says the terps make it thick. All right, I can understand that, but like in this case, it's a concentrate, so I wouldn't say the terps are like extra thick in this case. But I could see that making a difference in, you know, the flower side of things.
Yeah. Terpenes definitely matter too.
Terpenes, you know, it's one of those things we've talked about that a lot too. I mean, terpenes, obviously make a big difference and they're key to the puzzle. But how high of a level of terps has like become like unsafe? Because there was that time we talked about this before too, that like Bubble Man and them were actually, dabbing terps. And that was short lived. You know what I mean? And obviously we've known today that, some terps just shouldn't be inhaled like that. So is there a level where will we hit a level of terps that make it bad? You know what I mean?
I think there is, yeah. Some of them are fucking cleaners, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was thinking about limonene the other day. Yeah, it's a cleaner, so it'd be good, and uh big doses, high doses in your throat, I just especially when you're breaking it down and you're making it into a finer mist. You know what I mean? Like a vapor or an air. It seems like it'd be even more volatile at that point.
I'm pretty sure when you mix the pinene can mix together and make turpentine or some shit too. Like that.
That sounds right.
You know? So, what up, Soka?
What up?
Yes. Hey, is it just me or is Mr. Smiley a little hard to hear?
A little bit low. He's a little low.
Oh, my volume is?
Yeah. I thought I was going deaf.
I turned up my speakers. I thought it was me, to be honest with you. So, I've got everything maxed out over here. I thought I'm going deaf. Thank you for pointing.
Yeah, me too. And then I was like, wait, am I going deaf? Is something wrong?
Oh, how was your week, SoCal?
Oh, it was eventful. I've been we're what? Today's the 14th, so we're 12 days into deer season. And I've been out every day except for one. So needless to say, I'm a tired puppy.
Any hits yet?
No, it seems like the deer left. Like they fled the freaking state. They bailed out. I don't know where they went. I was seeing them on a daily basis up until opening day, and I haven't seen anything since opening day.
That's fucking everybody's shooting at them, man. They're all crazy up here this time of year. When some guns come out, man, running in front of cars.
Oh yeah.
It's whirly up around here this time of year.
Yeah, we still got what, another month, I think, before rifle season starts here. So but I'll tell you what, man, I've never seen so many people out in the woods.
What up, Major?
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's going on?
Do you smoke when you hunt there, SoCal?
Oh, dude, yeah, you have to.
Find out where downwind is, right?
Oh, you're talking. Oh, well, yeah, that, and I got like all the scent sprays and all that shit too. So
You would think that'd be just as good, if not better than scent spray. Just like fucking, I'm a fucking tree. I'm a cannabis plant. Come fucking,
right.
don't they like to fuck with cannabis plants anyway? Huh?
Oh, anything fucking lush and green, they'll eat it.
Draw them to you with weed.
Right.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I developed a little secret, so I'm not really worried about the scent. I bought some deer feed, and I keep my hunting clothes in the bag of deer feed.
Nice.
And then when I go out, I put some of the deer feed in my pockets, and I always smell like food.
Have you heard of that guy who put like dough ester on him? And then,
Oh, yeah.
of course, then he got stomped out by the fucking bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'll be doing that same shit.
Oh yeah, I think everyone's done it.
Yeah, come rut. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be doing all of that.
Do you change your diet? Try to change your own personal smells and shit like that? Are you that hardcore?
No, I'm not that hardcore. The way I figure it is like there is so many people out here in our mountains that so my area of San Diego, we have apparently some of the most highly populated hiking trails in California. So, there's always people on them. So I'm not really too worried about that.
You could use them almost as doggers then if you had that right opportunity, right? They could push towards you like the trail, use their scent as that push.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Kind of let those people push the deer towards me. I smell like a pile of acorns, and they smell like fucking sweaty ass hikers.
You smoking out?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. If I had a tag for a cow, I could have freaking got like 40 of those today.
Yeah.
I thought about it for a minute, and I'm like, well, this is a fucking 2,000-pound cow. How the fuck do you haul that out of the woods?
Chop, chop, chop. One leg at a time.
Are those just free range or are they wild?
No, there's this family out here, the Turlock or Tollock or however you pronounce their name. They own like 250 some odd thousand acres of land between San Diego and Riverside counties, and they release their cattle onto the public land every September to coincide with deer season. So kind of fucked up because anybody that knows anything about wildlife knows that cows will push everything out of the fucking area.
How come?
Just because most wildlife, if you ever walk down a trail in the park or whatever and you see a squirrel and it hears you coming, it's bolting. These fucking things are like stepping on logs and knocking down trees and making all this noise and a ruckus and all that shit, and it just scares everything out of the area.
Yeah, plus they're in groups, right? Any sole animal is scared of that fucking noise. Right.
And when there's fucking 60 of them coming at you, you kind of freak out when you're alone.
So Eagle, I gotta ask, what's up with the hat, brother? Come on, bring it.
Just been feeling it, man. I seen it the other day, man. I was like, I gotta have that hat. So I got a fedora over here. Huh? Just been fucking around. Who knows? Sometimes you gotta just be in a good mood. Get out of your comfort zone. Put on a
belt buckle too. Did you get a big belt buckle to go with it?
I did not. I should have though.
Yeah, that'll come with the boots. That'll match the outside.
Fucking, I seen what was it? Wade Jennings at the Rainbow Farms. a couple of weeks ago, and that motherfucker I thought that shit honestly had kind of went out of style. But that fucker had a belt buckle that you could have put on a fucking Cadillac. And it looked like it was all lit up with LEDs. I asked a couple of times, I'm like, has he got LEDs on that fucking belt buckle? And I think he did.
Fuck yeah. I think like last shit I knew about the Cowboys, all that fashion craze, like down in Mexico, like they use the biggest boots, like the longest boots makes it cooler. They have these boots that have these huge hooks on them, like 3 feet, you know, like huge clown shoes, man.
It's like next level rhinestone cowboy, buddy.
Next level, yeah, futuristic.
I have seen them crazy boots too. That doesn't seem, I don't know, seems totally useless. There's another one I saw.
Remember
when it's somewhere in like Southern Asia or something, and the guys soup up all their mopeds and shit, and they put these like wild ass like exhaust systems out the back and shit. They look really trick and wild. I'm sure they spent a lot of time on them, but it's still like a moped.
We're just really kids at heart.
I'll be a Toys R Us kid until I die.
Yeah.
Mind you, I have a 4-wheeler that I probably haven't drove in 10 years. I just can't seem to get the urge to like go for a 4-wheeler drive. It's sort of like weird. And I just busted out my boat for the first time in 7 years.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
kind of cool. Going camping and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Got it like on a lake and
Move, dog.
or what it
Get the fuck out of here.
like a fishing boat major or what kind of boat? Pontoon boat? Skiing boat? Frozen boat? Frozen boat.
Yeah. That's frozen. Thanks. Yeah, but we went out camping, man. Beautiful. I fucking seen, like, first time in a long time I seen the moon set. The moon was just at equal with the water. Like, it's like a sunset. It was just at the base of the fucking horizon, man. Beautiful, dude.
Sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, perfect timing. Got up for a piss and looked out and there it was. Then I got back in the tent. It was damn cold.
I'll tell you what, in the last 2 weeks, I've seen more sunrises, sunsets, and moonrises and moonsets than I think I have in my entire life.
Yeah, and you're doing this all solo, right? SoCal?
Yeah, I'm 100% solo.
Oh man, that's even that's even a better feeling. That's
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good moments.
Yeah. Yeah, in the last, well, I've been out 11 days. In that 11 days, I think I've ran into 3 people that I've actually talked to.
Like you were out there overnight?
I've been leaving the house about 3:30 in the morning and getting into my starting point at, like 4:35. And then I'll hang out in that spot for a few hours. And then from there, I'm walking. I'm walking until dark. And then once legal shooting hours are over, I'll turn around and start heading back for the truck. But for the most part, I'm all over the place.
How many game wardens have you seen?
2.
Did they fuck with you? They must have fucked with you.
No.
Ooh,
Never.
nice.
No. Both times I saw them was when I got back to the truck, they were sitting there.
Every year, these game wardens up here just get all hyped up. They see anyone in orange, boom, pulling you over there. Just come running out. You like just pretend you're doing stuff? They'll just come running at your truck, all hyped up. Oh, what you doing? What you trying to hide? That gun better not be loaded. What are you doing? Let me see. You got ID? Just so hyped up. Like, de-escalate yourself there, young. What are you doing? I'm not here to harm anyone.
California doesn't have the law where you have to wear the hunter's orange. We don't have to have any orange at all.
Even during rifle season shit?
It doesn't matter. Rifle season, bow season, muzzleloader, they don't care.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. But the first warden that I saw, I actually snuck up on him. He was sitting in the truck at the parking area.
I believe that's how you die.
I wonder, you're lucky you didn't check your ID and shit. You sneak up on him. Dang.
No, he didn't realize I was there until I was standing right next to his window. Yeah, it was like, where the hell did you come from? I'm like, dude, I crossed the road in front of you, and you didn't see me.
What did he? Was he looking at his?
He was playing with his phone.
Yeah, fuck.
But you know, they've never asked me for my hunting license. None of that. They figure if you're gonna walk up and talk to them, you're gonna be legit. You know, if you run from them or a cop or, you know, whatever, then they're going to be like, okay, this guy's got something to hide. If you walk up to them and strike up a conversation, they're happy
Eagle,
to
that's
sit there
what
and
you got
talk
to
to
do,
somebody.
man. Eagle, you can run now. You just got to start fucking cops straight up. That'd be a good YouTube channel for you. You wanted to start running channel? That's it. Running from cops with Eagle. just look suspicious. See him in the dark. Just dark. See what's up. Yeah.
I looked into fucking being a DNR earlier this year. Man, them fuckers make good money. I mean, like, really good money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a level 5, which was like a more serious ranger, was pulling in up towards of like 200 G's a year. Fucking for walking.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's good money for doing, you know, being in nature and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Running through the Indeed, check on that job. I like the woods anyway.
I'll tell you what, if I was 15 years younger, I would do it. I would absolutely do it.
It's fucking, why not? That'd be cool.
I mean, where else do you get paid to go out and sit in the woods, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all they do is sit in the woods.
No, but
I'm sure that's all.
that's level 5 kind of work, Smile.
Yeah, level 5, that's all they do is sit in the woods.
There's levels to that shit. You gotta graduate to walk around making good money sitting in the woods.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, level 1's the one that are doing all the work. Level 5 is like, hey, go pull some samples from that creek over there. Come get me when you're done.
Right.
Some fuckers are getting lazy. There's twice this year I pulled into one of the state parks up here, fucking, and they didn't even get out and look. Either the booth was closed down or the cat just went. Did not check. You look like you should be just like SoCal. You look like you should be here. Have a good day. Drive right through. Beat it up. All right. One time it was like we made the wrong turn and went into the campground. And the campground guy didn't give a shit. He literally just we stopped and go, where the fuck are we? And he just went.
Right. So there's a campground here that has a front entrance and a back entrance. Their back entrance is for, you know, all the RVs and all that, right? The front entrance, they got like 7 little, they call them lakes. They're fucking farm ponds. But, you know, you can go into the campground and fish, but you got to enter through the front if you're going in for day use. If you're staying in the campground, they give you a code for the back gate. And you just go to the back gate and go to your campsite, whatever. And then you got full access to the whole, you know, campground and the park and all that. Well, I figured out that most of these places that have like an entry gate or whatever with a little code pad, a keypad, 911 is programmed in as an emergency entry code for police and fire. So if you go in and you type like it's either star or pound and then 911, or it might be like 0911, but some sort of a 911 in there, it'll open most of these gates. So we've been going into the back gate of this campground, and all the people that work there see us coming out of the campground to go fish these little ponds. Never even question us. It's like, oh, you must be in a camp spot, so you've already paid, and everything's up on the up and up. You're good to go. Works every freaking time.
Also fishing.
Fishing's great if you know how to fish there.
National parks in Canada, if you show up at 11:01, they can't process you. Like the computer shut down. So they'll let you into the park. And you have to pay like anything. Right? They're like, oh, let's come back to morning pay. But as long as you're gone before 6 a.m., before they start checking the campsites and everything, you're gone. It's between 11:01 and 6 a.m. as long as you're be in the national park.
Nice.
For free.
I need to make my way up to Canada.
A lot of bush, man. A lot of bush.
That's why I need to make my way up to Canada. I have a feeling I wouldn't come back. I'd go chop down a shitload of trees and build myself a little cabin and stake a fucking claim somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Oof. So it burns forever. Forever. What you smoking, Major? Is he froze?
Yeah, he's smoking that frozen joint.
Frozen auto.
About this, but Jessica is from Alaska, and she was here kind of laughing that we like pay to have campsites and
of course
reservoir spots or whatever, where they just fucking go and find a spot, camp, whatever, it's wilderness somewhere.
I'm still surprised when you travel how hard it is to find a spot to be like, I can camp here, I'll be alone, anyone around. Still, it's possible for sure, but it seems like everywhere you go is private fucking land.
That's how it is here, man. All the public land is surrounded by private land.
Yeah, they got a couple cool apps up here that show every parcel of land that's public. So you can with your phone show these spots that are public lands, which are surrounded exactly by all these fancy cottages, but yet one piece of land is public. Smoking on that frosted fruit cake.
So Eagle, when's the last time there was a giveaway here?
It's been a minute.
I say we do one.
God damn.
So, let's see. What am I going to throw in here? I got musket from Miranda Family Farms, which is a Chemberry times Quirkle.
I know.
So let's do this. Let's make it fun. It's 11 days I've been out 11 days out of 12. Out of 12, 11 out of 12 days, I've been out looking for deer. So whoever can come closest to the amount of miles that I've walked wins the pack from Miranda Family Farms. How's that sound?
You type it in.
Yeah, type it in the chat. And then here I will.
You've been wearing one of them clicker things. They click, 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 click when you walk or whatever.
No, I got my tracker.
I haven't seen no deer.
No, I got I put the little tracker thing on my app so it tracks my mileage.
Probably losing some weight walking that much too, man.
What's that?
So you're probably losing some weight walking around that much too.
Dude, I think I'm gaining weight. I'm afraid to shave this shit off because my face feels all fat and I don't want to see it.
Say, man, you're walking. Putting on some miles either way. It's like burning calories, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
All right, did you guys get that number?
I see it. Yeah, I did. They're already rolling in chat. Damn,
Oh,
good brother.
so I'll tell you what. If somebody hits it on the head, I'll throw in burned beans from Randy Family Farms as well, which is a Jilly Glue and Quirkle. So if somebody gets it fucking straight up on the number.
Is that 3 different packs then?
That's 2.
2.
2 packs. And I'll tell you what, everything I've tried from him is fucking phenomenal.
How long are we gonna let it roll?
I thought there was a 2-minute timer, wasn't there? I thought that was kind of standard with the
We haven't even. Yeah, well, it was a minute. Yeah, but we haven't done that yet. They're just throwing numbers out there. They've taken it themselves. They're just like
probably a minute left.
Well, come on, guys! Everybody knows it doesn't count until we get start.
9:38 on my clock.
I started to set the timer, but they were already like fucking 50 guesses in and shit. I'm like, I don't know. Is this running? That's why I asked. So should we do it like an official start and make them like
re-guess? No,
yeah.
problem, right?
One guess only.
Yeah,
one guess only.
It's already rolling. I don't know whoever's guessing.
Well, they know their numbers. We had to have an official start and stop. Come on.
Yeah.
I've seen about how many is in chat?
All right, we're going to start now.
65.
All right.
Firm about your numbers. If you feel firm about it, put it back in. If you're second guessing yourself, now is the time.
Now is the time.
Well, 11 days a piece.
All right.
11 times 11, 122 miles, maybe, roughly. Was my wild guess.
How many miles an hour do you walk?
It varies. It varies. Sometimes I'll take
slow
5
uphill,
steps.
right?
A lot slower uphill.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll take 5 steps and I won't move for 5 minutes. And other times I'll fucking book it from one area to the next. Today, for example, I went to 3 different areas and I didn't stop the entire time in each area. So, but then again, other days, I'll go and it'll take me, 20 minutes to go 60 yards.
So hurry up. We got to throw it out there. What the question was, how many miles has SoCal walked in the last 11 days hunting? Basically, right?
Yep.
All right. That's the question, crack baby.
Putting in the work. You better get a deer, man. That's a lot of work.
9 seconds. You better get that in there. 6, 5.
I got until New Year's to get it, so I'll get one.
When was the last time you got a deer?
Couple years.
When was that?
Oh, man. That's a toughie right there. That is a toughie. So that is the bell. Stop has officially been put up there.
All right.
But
I can't see chat, so I'm relying on you guys.
I believe the closest I've seen so far between start and stop was Mr. Brett Anderson at 148. We have to give a very honorable mention to the guest that just after the stop, first one was 156. Your number was 154. So Pat G, man, you were close as fuck, but just a second late.
Right?
So
Come on, man. You gotta give like the fucking weed nerd fucking 5-second late rule.
That's a 5-second rule. You hit the floor and shit. We gotta get buffering zone. Buffering.
Yeah, just put in the fucking door.
Well, here's the deal.
Fucking shut down.
Is that what you're saying?
Here's what we'll do. 154. So 156 was really close. And then what was the other one before the stop?
48 with Mr. Brett Anderson.
All right. So both of you guys either DM me or DM Eagle, and Eagle will pass your info to me. How's that? Everybody good with that?
Everybody good with that. Brett says let him have mine. He's always fucking so good-hearted. That's between y'all. That's between y'all. Rogue Farm, cheers. So you heard him. Hit me. I'll relay him up to SoCal.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah, if you guys got me on IG, then just DM me on IG. If not, send it to Eagle, and Eagle will forward it to me, and I'll go knock a pigeon out of the air and tie a string to his leg. Send him your way.
Go. Thank you, SoCal.
Oh yeah. Hell, thank you. That's because of you. We're all here, man.
I appreciate that, brother. We're getting up to there in years, man. Years now. We'll be approaching 4 years here quickly. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I do believe you've surpassed Sub on the live thing.
I think so, man. I think so. His birthday's coming up, man. We need to get together. 25th this month.
Are you doing are you gonna do a long celebratory show for Sub?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
Do like an all-day event?
Something to think about. Who would be in that? I guess the question would be who would be in on an all-day event. Ooh, I got
everybody. Oh, there'd be people rotating in and out all day, I think.
I think we might be able to swing something like that. Hey,
that could be kind of cool.
That would. See what I can do. It's a few days away. I think I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to read chat. The number was 154. Crack Babies was way off. 822. He's got you literally running all day.
822. Jesus Christ. I'm not fucking Superman over here. I'm an old, fat, fucking washed up desert racer with bad knees and fucked up fucking ankles.
What is your Instagram, SoCal?
So I think it's _Cal 71S, I believe.
I just put a link in chat too.
Okay, yeah.
I always send him stupid ass memes and shit.
Yeah.
Top of my IG.
We do send some funny shit back and forth to each other on there.
The one tonight was fucking hilarious, dude. The topic was women who always try to get their men in trouble and shit, or get them in fights or whatever. And it shows this lady, and she's like talking to her old man. She's like, "It was him right over there. He's the one that grabbed my ass. That dude right there." And then they pan away, and it's this fucking dude just ripped, and he's wailing on a punching bag and shit, doing all these roundhouses, and then it pans back to the guy, and he's like, "Now, hold on, babe. I'm just trying to understand what's going on." She's like, "It was him. He's the one that touched my ass. I told him you was coming to beat him up. Now get over there." And he's all like, Wait, what? This is fucking hilarious. Then it pans away, and this dude's just fucking going to town on this punching bag and shit. It's like, oh, all right. Fucking hilarious.
There's some funny shit that goes around there.
Yeah.
I like that guy who looks through the blinds and how people are cooking. That shit's funny. It's all the people combination like one pot meals. Usually a lot of cheese.
I don't know. I got a lot of shit that I send out to you that's like fucked up, like people getting hurt.
Yeah.
But that's just funny. To me, like the dude on the mountain bike that eats shit and smacks into a tree head first, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah, some of them guys got hurt pretty bad.
Yeah.
The mountain bike dudes, the pedal mountain bikes, going downhill, and they do that downhill shit through the woods and all that. Miss a corner, eat a tree.
Those guys are insane. I've been hiking on some of these mountain bike trails, and you're walking one foot in front of the other. You can't walk normal. You're, fucking doing the DUI test all the way up these trails, and these guys come flying down these fucking things.
It does look fun, but I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think it would have been fun like 20 years ago when I bend instead of brake,
Yeah.
Now, like I hit a tree or something like that, I'm just going to brake. I'm not going to wrap around it. I'm going to fucking snap in half.
Some of the courses look cool as fuck too. They they build them the way they want them to be and shit.
Yeah.
All downhill and the side of the woods.
Downhill, down these like fucking 300-foot drop down gap, fucking gnarly ass things are going off of, and you're like, okay, if you fuck up your landing, you're dead.
Yeah, they get some speed going.
Yeah. But hey, to each his own, man. I got no problem going, out through the desert 100 miles an hour on a dirt bike. So same fucking difference.
Some guys do the downhill on like skateboards or whatever. That's fucking nuts too, man. You're just on them little wheels and them guys are hauling ass down the hill.
So the neighborhood I grew up in, we lived up on top of the hill. And it was a pretty damn long, steep hill. And so we'd have people coming up all the time to like try to skate down it. And this is back in like, late 80s, early 90s, back in like, the Tony Hawk days and all that when he was in his prime. And these guys would think, oh, I'm just going to bomb down this hill. Well, they didn't realize that there was a little hump at one section where the pavement changed. Every freaking time, man, they'd hit that and face first. Slide a good 20, 30 yards on their face.
We all know the sensation of road rash.
Right?
I seen one of those like mountain boards not so long ago that you guys sounds like you're talking about, where you lay on and fucking like do fucking luge downhill and shit.
Oh, lay it flat down. Fuck.
The fucker looked dangerous. It did. It was like, yeah, that just looked like something you'd die on right there.
Well, they got skateboards out there now with like full-on off-road tires on them.
Yeah,
and these dudes are bombing through these fucking trails, hauling ass.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Anyway.
Right? I remember what it felt like when I hit a rock on the sidewalk back in the day. That shit hurt. Now I don't want to hit a fucking boulder on a trail out in the middle of nowhere.
Have you got a chance to ride any of those like bikes at SoCal? Like not mountain bike, blasting bike, motorbike, electronic, battery powered
e-bikes?
Well, more like motorbike batteries. I know Harley makes one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Too heavy.
Well, they're heavy, but there's just something about that motor, Like I don't know. I could see their use for like, if you're trying to sneak in somewhere and be quiet. But I wouldn't buy one. I sure the hell wouldn't charge it at my own house. Those things are a fucking fire hazard.
One of my coworkers buying a new Tesla. He's picking it up next week. I'm all excited about it. He's talking about it.
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, you are quiet. This is finally.
Turn off the bike, Smiley.
Yeah, go into your Zoom settings real quick, and you should be able to like max your mic. Just fucking put it off auto and crank that bitch.
No autos. Oh, that auto shit. Fuck, dude. I went and looked at that auto the other day. It was just a bit of mold on that big fucking nugget. Pissed me right off.
You can hear me now.
What? How did you get mold, motherfucker?
So it's too loud now, or what?
That?
No.
Now you sound like you're in a tunnel, but you can hear you now.
Leave the filter on, but crank it. The auto adjust. I don't know. How's your garden, Major? Have you killed all the autos yet? Send in new soldiers.
Let me see what's up. Yeah, I never did harvest. I got one of Hillbilly's little GG4 poison fucking autos out there that came through the storm. I never did harvest it, but it's all right. What's really good out there? You know this thing called Mo Meat? The meat breath cross. It looks pretty fucking nice. I like Smiley's Cloud Cuddler. It seems to be like I don't think I got cut it. It seems. Sugarcane surprisingly a bit early. I don't know if it got all stressed out and fuck there. It seems to just collected the last of the GT4 across the jack ball. So spray it on some shit. Some of that's gonna be a little late, but I think it's, you know, third week of October they should be done. They're looking pretty nice. It's like Holy Banana from Canada Research. It has I don't know. Like it's hard. Judging stuff right now, just getting over this cold I got from my boy. It's hard, but it's going through all that congestion. I can still smell this funky. It's not banana, it's something. I guess just a weird fruit, funky fruit, but not like anything. Like some exotic fruit for the first time you smell. You go, what is that? Okay, that's a dairy crossed with whatever. So it's just a weird fucking shit. Where it all started from, I've been popping. So he works with Wilson shit and papaya, drop papaya stuff. It's pretty nice too. Nice smells. Some of that 9-pound hammer had just the odd seed that just threw it out. It's wild fucking just throw them out so one spot. They came up really nice. This mystery cross, straight up like 9-pound from mystery. What else is going on? Oh fuck, this stuff from Bog Seeds. Shit, sour bubble. No, I didn't get sour bubble. I got 2 strains of this, and the one strain sour strawberry. Yeah, sour strawberry across the board. Other shit. Oh man, it's fucking cool. It's like done. I should be picking. So I was fucking close.
Something about that sour strawberry. Something about it, like every cross I've heard of with it, really ends up good.
I know some work with it. It's nice. There's definitely that sour sweetness to it. I mean, the strawberry sweetness to it. The one I like is like it's all kush. There's like no fucking berry to it. Old school kush. Beautiful structure, no mold issues. Unlike the first generation. The first generation had powdered mold issues. This generation, none of them. Every mold. It's like, dang. So that's kind of going through those seeds. Some of the GG4 crossed with Tao's blueberry cheese plate, the fucking violet, whatever chick, violet Beauregard. That stuff turned out pretty nice too. They're just only little 10-inch plants, but it smells of fucking. Yeah, I guess overall, too many seasons as usual, too many turf profiles to remember all of them. Enjoying that process, even though I want to eliminate so many moms, I'm still going to turn up. Like I already have, I don't know, 39 moms downstairs started. Took cuts in August. So, fuck. I don't know that vicious cycle. But eventually, I just want the top 8 profiles I enjoy. Banana, which I fucking like. I want those seeds like that. My mail died. I didn't get my fucking mail a Primal Punch mailbag.
Is that it?
Are we back?
That's all? That's...
Oh, I'm gonna make those seats too, Smiley. GT4 F2s, man, coming.
Alright.
The Blue Jack, man, or Jack Blue.
Jack
Goes
Blue.
back and forth. Blue Jack sounds like some kind of weird tool.
Does the name have to indicate what the cross is?
Of course not. It's just easier to remember as a fucking old stoner, like fucking thousands of fucking seats.
Should that be your go-to if possible to try to mix the names together for the strains together?
Just to honor the strains together? Yeah, I guess you should always try to find it. I think that's part of the full game.
It doesn't always work out that way. They don't always mesh. So should that be the first option though? And try to blend them?
That's where the Mendo Loco and the Crazy Uncle Josh came from. Mendo Breath and Locomotion. And then Crazy Uncle Josh was Joshua Tree and Locomotion.
Fog perfect. There you go. Yeah, see, if you make it flow like that, perfect.
I don't know. Then you got people out there like Mariner Film Farms that names the shit after like weird shit. You know what I mean? Like Meat Wagon, Bike Seat, and shit like that. Fucking Sherman's Pants.
But you gotta make that makes you think of like the weird terps he's dealing with though. You know, like Bike Seat.
Right.
That would smell weird. I don't know if I want to smell that.
That is
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
You're smelling a bike seat.
Right.
That's pretty funny.
Well, so is like cardboard socks.
So with that being said, I like the funnier names too, but if you're thinking about the long run, is it something that you should be thinking about? Like dispo, are you making it as far as the dispo? Are you putting people in an awkward spot to, stand at the counter and be like, yeah.
I'll take a bag of pole.
Yeah.
I want to go. Can I smoke some pole in here?
Let me smell the sugar tips in there. Yeah.
No, you know what? In all honesty, I think by the time it hits the freaking shelves at the store, they're gonna fucking change the name to whatever they want anyway.
True, maybe.
And it's got to be named after some type of pastry and dessert.
Right.
With some type of fruit involved.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit paste,
watermelon
pastry, glazed.
Right. Cherry jelly donut.
Yeah, whatever the mix is.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just two names, but like three at least. Sure.
I don't know. I want to make one that goes into the stores that's, call it pole. And then another one that's your mom. So when people are like, oh, what are you smoking? Smoking your mom.
Fuck off, man.
So
that one didn't turn out. That one, he got all females. There's no males. Yeah, fuck off. Didn't work.
Now you've left it open for what do you get, or what would you have if you crossed pole times your mom?
Smoking your mom's pole, man.
Oh, you led me down the wrong path there.
Only the new generation will find that fucking cool.
Bad contact day.
This is top dressing the plants tonight for the next round of flower. Try to get them working.
Oh, the ones you just stripped? Maybe a little bigger.
Strip them naked and giving them what they need to regrow, I guess.
Bend them a bit. They're tall.
No, they got like a week or so before they go into flowers, so they'll have plenty time to plenty of vegetation again.
Sure.
So, but it'll give me.
What happened in your last round, man? They fucking yellowed the fuck out. You think you got those nematodes?
No, I think I'm. Yeah, I haven't seen those in a minute, but that's kind of why I've been like rotating out the soil every round, is to like, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, after cloning and new soil, they disappear or something. But I don't know, maybe there's more to it than that, but I haven't seen them. But I am kind of wondering as I'm seeing them kind of drop out. Because right now I got one earth box with two platinum cakes in it, and for whatever reason, the one of them's not doing. I don't know. It's like dying out, and I don't know.
So is that reservoir a fucking place for, bugs and shit? We talk about like bad things happening in there, as far as nutrients going bad and shit like that. But can that be a harvesting, an area for bugs and shit to harbor?
Absolutely, and like getting organic matter down in there, if the media is down in that reservoir, that absolutely gives a spot for that stuff. So the term is anoxic. It's not anaerobic, it's anoxic, and that's what will like devastate your root zone, because your roots can't grow into it; they die off the minute they hit the shit. Like, they start to kill off the root zone, like all them. Yeah, so that's why I've been doing like totally rinsing them out and shit, letting them dry out. Like I try to make them like nice and new before I put the soil in the next round too. So I realize a nematode can hang out and some shit, you know what I mean? But thinking a dry plastic, they'd fucking be done. Like I don't know, like maybe that's stupid too. But washing and drying them out and all that.
I'm starting to wonder if some of these plastic pots that are coming out on the market are actually leaching toxic shit into the soils.
Oh, vice versa. I wondered that. You ever reuse, like, say you bought a pot, like a tree or something from the store, and reuse that pot, and then that next generation or whatever you put in that pot seems to like kick ass. I've had like plants like next to a 3 gal I've gotten from like the nursery or something like that. Plant that went in like that old nursery pot had completely like kicked ass, to where the one that was in my nursery pot, my 3 gallon, did good, but not nearly as good as the one that was in that pot. So I've wondered if it was something like that, but leaching in a good way kind of thing.
Or that there's the possibility too that it's leached everything out into that first round of soil.
I usually wash with pots.
The reason I got there.
Any weird release agents they have in the bowl, making other plastic molds, just give them a quick wash. I bought this cheap battery operated power buster. It's just, the fuck is it? Whatever. It's only like 40 volts, but it's weak enough that it doesn't blast them the fuck away. But it's not, it's in that perfect zone. Like if you wanted to clean your concrete with it, it's not ideal. But if you want to clean pots with it, it's like, oh fuck yeah, that's perfect power. I like just blasting them away with soap and water.
I'm not too worried about the leaching though. Like that's the reason I bought the Earthbox brand, is that they use the high grade plastic that handles it. Like, so,
yeah. What is it? Like one number 5, right? I guess probably.
Say what?
I think number 5 is like food grade. polypropylene.
Yeah, whatever it is. But it's the high grade.
Some of them cheaper, like number 1, 2. I think number 2 might be an issue. My wife used to have this bullshit fucking tag thing on the fridge of all the plastics, or all the healthy ones to stay away from. Is surprisingly the ones that they give you from like fast food spots, like number 6 and shit like that. Cheapest plastic. They leach a lot.
I've had them for years actually. Like I started out with a couple, and then I've been adding a couple here and there every time.
How much are they? If you don't mind.
They're like $40 or something, $45, something like that.
Pretty expensive tote.
It is, but I mean, you figure over years and years of using it, like it's.
You think you're going to go bad eventually anyway, Smiley?
What's that?
You're going to get bad eventually, like a little 4x4 bed in there?
I do. I don't know how I would work it in my transition unless I could. Yeah, I just don't know how I would do it because the plants get so big, man. They get so big before flower and like. Yeah, it's just I'd have to have mothers and then take clones at an appropriate time and then like flip the clones.
Just fuck the order up.
But I got too many in the library. It's hard to like. It's hard enough as it is, like keeping the clone off the clone, like basically.
How do you keep track of your clones? You have little maps everywhere?
Fuck no. Just look at the tags and shit. Not fuck shit up.
Right.
Yeah, I should write it all down. I actually took clones tonight, and I don't know. I just see what's out there and take appropriate. There's a few of them I'm dropping. I'm not gonna keep running. And
oh fuck! Come on, let's hear them. Let's hear the ugly ones. What are you dropping then?
Nothing crazy. It's just I was running the Sky Cuddler Kush line, so I'm now running like the Jack Skillington line. So it's like I gotta make room somewhere. So like some of the Sky Cuddler ones are gonna drop off, like Burnside and Gorilla Cuddler, and I'm gonna probably keep Hippie Goggles for now because I really like it. Now I have room for other ones that I gotta pop and test. I gotta run the White Cranberries by Jack Skillington yet. A friend of mine recommended them after running them, so.
I kept 3 of the White Cranberries.
Yeah, and I don't know. I gotta test the Crippy OG line, and then after that, I got the Circus Cookie line, and then I'm running a Purple Punch Backcross 2 male to have that line up next. So.
What generation?
A little bit of testing to do yet.
I mean, F4s yet with that Purple Punch?
No. I have been working it for a little while, but not F4 yet. This round will be F3 if it dominates for it. Which I'm sure it will. The male's like right next to her. So. It's a little guy.
In you guys' opinion, what is the sweet spot for the pot indoors? For me, it was a 10. I could have probably maybe got away with a 7 and still maybe pulled the same number. Do you think there's an over, you know what I mean, in space? Are you overdoing it with like say a fucking 15 or 20? And realistically, are you overusing soil when you could get the same size plant out of a fucking 7? When a lot of us are bigger roots, bigger fruits type of mentality. Are we overusing soil when we can, feasibly get same out of half the pot?
Depends on your style of growing, I guess.
So with that being said, what is your guys' sweet spot? Like I said, I find might get a nice deal out of the 10s, but like I said, I think I could cut back to a 7 and get the same size plants.
Mine's like in the 60 to 70 gallons per 4x4 type range. So like 4 to 15 or whatever. But then in a living soil, you're trying your volume is your friend. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot harder to maintain in a smaller media. So that's what I mean. It depends on your approach. Where guys are running, frequent fertigation and shit, and running them in a solo cup in 4-foot tall plants and shit. But you try to do that with like soil media and feed and dry amendments. It's a little different.
True that.
Hard to keep up.
For me, I think that sweet spot, soil or cocoa, was 10. 10 for that plant, that size. Good yields on that 10.
So how many, like 4 of those per 4x4?
Definitely. Yeah.
So you'd have 40 gallons under a 4x4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Always had good yields, nice sized plants with that, so unless you're actually trying to pull the nutrients out of the soil, is 15 too much? Is 20 too much? I mean, in cocoa, I know you can get away with a lot less. In cocoa, definitely that 7. If I'm, feeding, you can get by maybe with a 5. If you're gonna, like you're saying, if you want to water all the fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some of the living soil people that like really watch it with a microscope and all that, and say like a 35 gallon is probably the smallest you would have for like full nutrient cycling and what you need. So I don't know. I mean, in the sense of like the ecosystem and the biology and the soil food web being able to be fully present, there's got to be a certain amount of volume there, I guess. So, that's what I've heard from trusted sources. I've never run a pot really that big. The 15s were the biggest I ever got to, and I still seem to have issue where it was like, I'm talking at a level where like the soil food web is able to function in such a way that it can provide all the needs of the plant. You know what I mean? So and continue to do that over multiple rounds, multiple yields. It's a hard game, dude. It ain't an easy thing. It starts out easy for whatever reason, and it's like 3 rounds in, and all of a sudden shit hits the fan, and
Is that because maybe mycology and stuff like that is taking off, and now things are, firing a little bit differently and shit like that?
Well, and if you're to think of it too, of like, so soil balancing, like if you're reamending or whatever, if you're off on your reamendment and say potassium, you're a little high in potassium, it may not be a problem the first round, and it may have never been a problem, but now you're growing the next round through there and you're adding that same extra potassium. So now like 3-4 rounds in, all of a sudden you have an abundance that you didn't have any of the other times that you tried to run in a single round. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different game when you're looking at what accumulates too. So, and maybe potassium was a bad example, but I'm just saying, like, round for round, whatever you're amending, if it's slightly off the mark, it's going to continue to exacerbate every round if you're, say, doing the same Topdress every time.
So, like, when talk about cannabis, we've transplanted everything, we've always been taught that, like, Mycorrhizae. That's the one we need. That's the one we throw in the hole. Shit like that. So are we being ignorant to think that that's like the only one that works with cannabis? As I was sitting like in the like trees and shit area today, I was looking around in the area it was in. I could see fucking, I'd say 10 to 15 different types of mushrooms popping out of the ground and shit. And then reds, cats over here, the shit that looks like fucking little bushes, all kinds of different fungi popping out of the ground. And I started to wonder, like, if we know they all eat different stuff, so should your soil be that diverse to where it's, this is working on that, or is it mainly like that? You know what I mean? This fungus is breaking down and spreading nitrogen around, and this in particular fungi is fucking working on that. They all work in, symbiosis. This eats that and the other thing. But do you think that diversity, that it's a bigger network working on things than we think? It isn't just like, oh yeah, throw this in the hole, boom, we're good. That's gonna break down the nitrogen, the alfalfa, all that shit. Yeah, it's gonna be great at the end. Should we be thinking further ahead in the starts with mycology? Should that, if
Yeah,
you're
the succession is the term or whatever, but like going from a highly bacterial to fungally dominant or whatever. So yeah, in the forest, that's where you have the fungal dominance at an extreme level. So you see all that diversity. I don't think the goal for cannabis is necessarily that, but I have heard it is on more like a 1-to-1, where the forest is more like I forget, whatever, 50-to-1 or whatever it is. But it's more fungally is the ratio.
My next question is that network. You know what I mean? Can I go out there, get a fucking shovel full of that shit, and get the whole 10, then 15 that I see all in that scoop? Is the network all present there, or is it only in the spots where I'm seeing it?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine any scoop you took would have had the was it pollen that the mushrooms give off? Like, or I feel like that's not the right term for it. It was spores. That's probably the better term. Right? Spores.
Spores. The mushroom spores.
Well, the spores will be in any scoop of soil, so it's possible.
And then they're only popping up in the areas that suit them best. That kind of how that's working.
My understanding is they need to build a mushroom and fruiting body. They need a certain level of moisture and established kind of mycelium base, the root base or whatever. Then they'll get a good root base going in the soil, and then all of a sudden it'll rain. That's when you'll see like a mushroom pop up because they have the water to be able to build the actual mushroom. I'm not an expert in it. This is what I've observed.
You know that whole Mount St. Helens thing when it blew up, and it fucking they made it like a 30-kilometer radius or something. It took mycorrhizae 30 years to go 800 meters into that zone. So that's how slow this takes, right?
To recover?
Yeah. 30 years.
Wow.
That's crazy. It seems like, they've came back and like they're saying that the microbes at like Chernobyl are like already cleaning the area up and shit. But right in the fucking tanks and shit. The water's like fucking, they call it like a black fungi, black microbe that's fucking cleaning up the fucking toxic bullshit at Chernobyl. And that hasn't been no 800 years, you know what I mean? Fucking Crazy to think it might. So do you think it was heat? That extreme heat that came out of there, it just killed such a wide zone and just killed it all off?
Couldn't sound this too, right?
I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, do you guys ever watch what's that show, River Monsters?
Yeah.
That Jeremy Wade dude that doesn't catch fucking gnarly ass river fish.
Yeah.
He did one where he was at Chernobyl fishing their ponds, and he was catching some pretty big fish out of there that looked actually really healthy out of the fucking holding pond. So you'd figure it's got to be cleaning itself up somehow.
I would imagine. I mean, there's extremophile type biology they know of, like that. They feed off different food sources. Like the radiation could be their, energy source for their own life, sustaining life. Like, they're just there eating that. You know what I mean?
Right. And, I will say that since I've been out, hiking around so much lately, I have noticed that certain areas that hold like a certain type of plant, like for instance, we got scrub brush, oak scrub, or whatever you want to call it, so thick out here you can't get through it. And those areas, the soil seems more like dirt, but in the more forested areas, it's like beautiful, dark, lush, nice soil.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering if like certain areas aren't getting like whatever spores transfer over there or whatever pollen or, whatever it is that gets over there. I'm wondering if certain stuff just can't take foot.
It can, because there's a certain succession to it that has to take place, and that's why like the way the story grows is like the grasslands will grow and die, and then the organic matter builds up, and that's what establishes the foothold for the biology to form that needs to be there for the forest to form. So then the plants will change from a grassland into more like shrubs and different. And when those grow up, then all of a sudden you get it more into like a forest. And that's the whole idea of like succession of the land, I guess. It's all trying to turn back into a forest, basically.
Yeah. I think a lot of our problem out here, though, with our land is our water. We don't have the water needed to sustain the life in the soil to keep it going. So the soil biology dies out.
I had a water
bottle dies out, and now we got dirt.
The other day. I don't mean to cut you off, SoCal. It just pissed me off. I drank. I think it was might even been one of these Denazes here, whatever. But looked at it and it said water came from California, and I'm thinking, seems kind of illegal. They don't think they have a water problem there. What they bottling this shit up and shipping it out for? Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's true. I mean, the growing like helps that. That's the thing. Like it's like having the plants there keeps shade on the soil, which allows the biology to reestablish. Or where it's dry and nothing's there, and the sun just beats down on the top of the surface of the soil, like just cooks it away. So there's, I don't know. That's a lot of what Elaine Ingham talks about is that soil succession and like looking at the biology. They actually like quantify like the biology in such a way that can.
So what comes first?
Right on that.
Succession there. So what's the base that starts it off?
They're like bacteria, because the fungi need some bacteria too, I guess. I don't know.
So what's the first microbe that we have? Well, what's the first microbe in the chain? My college.
I don't remember. I know it's like bacteria because the bacteria were looked at as like the nutrient sacks. So they're mining nutrients, trying to grow and multiply and do their life. And then they get eaten by different things, and they pooped out or split in half, and you know what I mean, whatever. But they get eaten and drizzled out, and that's the nutrient spreading. Basically, is kind of the idea. So having a functioning soil food web has to have certain characteristics and certain life forms there. So, like, if you got bacteria, that's good, but then you need something that is predatory to the bacteria. You need nematodes and amoebas, different levels of things that are eating them, and then spreading that around.
All right, here comes another good question for you. Cini kind of kicked off there for me. Spectrum of light can activate fungi also. It's very correct. So with that being said, I've also heard in like documentaries and shit, people that are digging, in certain layers that we haven't been discovered in yet. And like making new fungi active again that have been buried for years and years and years, and now the light had hit that motherfucker with the scoop, you know what I mean, and everything's active. Are there do you think there's a bunch of fungus and microbes and shit out there just waiting to be reactivated that's been buried through great floods, earthquakes, and shit like that? Is there shit that out there that, you know what I mean, tools in the toolbox that are just sitting there dormant because they haven't got the right light or water, you know what I mean, to be reactivated and, dominant again?
Suppose it's possible, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah. Something frozen. They're worried about like what the permafrost thawing out and shit like that. Making methane and like releasing different shit that never unthaws.
And then, of course, we're trying to fucking engineer this shit. We can't just leave nature alone. We're trying to engineer the fungus. Could we, like just anything else, set the wrong one loose and then fuck everything up?
Oh, yeah, they engineer the fucking virus or whatever.
I mean, yeah, you can fucking engineer it and set it out to the world, and next thing you know, you got to wear a mask everywhere you go.
But there's a lot of people breeding mushrooms too. I'm not sure the ins and outs of that at all, but there's some of that going on, especially like the psilocybin mushrooms. There's a lot of people breeding different shit. It's getting to be like almost like cannabis, where you can get all kinds of different crosses.
That's a whole different subject for me, anyways, because I've been on the other end of that where somebody's like, yeah, try these mushrooms. I just bred these and shit. And I'm thinking, it's cannabis. We're cool. Yeah, I smacked A with B. Fuck yeah, give me that shit. That might be good. But when you smack A to B with mushrooms, could you like accidentally, like, even though A and B were safe going in, could you create like a fucking poison in there somewhere?
I want you eat it first.
Yeah.
You make it 30 minutes, then I'm diving in, man.
Yeah. I don't want to be first using that testing line, I don't think. I don't
I
know.
don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't know if you can accidentally fuck something up, make it poisonous. I don't know.
Man, you gotta remember that there's some mushrooms that you eat and 120 days later.
Really?
120 days later?
Oh, fuck yeah. Especially some crap. There's one time, I don't remember the name of it, but if you drink it with alcohol, they'll kill you like fucking, they'll take it.
They put it as in a digest or something?
I have no idea. No, I believe it just attacks your liver or some bullshit. whatever the fuck it does, it kills you 120 days later.
Wow. Don't even see it coming and shit. Think you're all in the good. All right.
Shouldn't eat that much.
What's that? That's what I'm scared about. Even like, I put a fucking like a fungus identifier on my phone. Shroomify, damn it! Help me identify this shit. Right off the bat, it's already got 10 questions for me, and I'm thinking, well, that's what I got you for, motherfucker. I want to take a picture of this shit, and you can tell me. No.
Well, I think there's obviously some safe ones, right? Like valves or something. I guess it's false morals. Well, that's why they recommend you be with a knowledgeable guy, right? But there are some safer ones like giant puffballs. They're pretty well safe to identify. Chicken in the woods.
There are so many fucking mushrooms out there that fucking aren't good for us and shit. And fucking, lion's mane, chaga, a lot of that shit. If we could find, it naturally, A, it'd probably be the best source for us. And B, it'd probably last us for fucking, that score would probably last us for a year. You know what I mean? Save a shit ton of money. And again, best source. So it's kind of got me curious to wander around and at least look. You know what I mean?
Do some wild foraging. Fuck yeah.
I'm out there smoking weed anyway. What the fuck, man? I used to do it when I was earthing with rocks, man. Fucking walk around, kick my feet through the sand, and be like, "Ooh, what's that?" No, it's like fungus. I'm walking around noticing mushrooms and fucking the trails and shit. So I don't know if I could, score some fucking good mushrooms that I could use medicinally. Yeah, I'd be interested if I could make it happen. Figure it out.
Yeah, you absolutely can, dude. There's a bunch of them. I'm not an expert in it, but I know a few people that do that all the time. Go mushroom hunting. Good time. I gotta jump out, man. I gotta get to bed. I didn't realize it was this late.
Right on.
Having us on, man. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And it's supposed to be nice, I think.
So smiling.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah.
Cheers, Smiley.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been out walking around the deer woods. I'm seeing a lot of fungus everywhere lately. Kind of makes me wonder, like, hey, what's under this cow shit? If I kick this over, can I eat that and have a nice little trip, or is that like a helicopter ride to the hospital?
That's what I was wondering. I recently went into a health food store, and like I said, I was like trying to source some chaga mushroom for tea, right? And I go in and I ask about it, and the lady just like, why don't you go wandering in the woods? You can find it all around here. And I'm thinking, is this a good tip, or are you just trying to get off me, lady? Yeah, just go out there, pick up the first brown looking fungus thing. Yeah, that's chaga right there. Shove that in your mouth. You're good. Yeah.
It grows the first part.
Yeah. I couldn't tell that by the tone. I really couldn't tell if it was a plus or a minus. I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, anything in the box.
You got something else that somebody's identified that I'm not going to fuck up and pick the wrong one?
Yeah, I'm always leery.
The white angel of death.
Especially now that Major's telling me it could be fucking 100+ days that he fucking take me down. That's nice. That's got me a little leery. The silent killer and shit.
Probably through liver damage too. It's kind of nasty. Yeah.
That's like 2 subs in on it, steak and onion and shit. Yeah, these were delicious. 100-something days later. That ain't right.
Patience, man. Patience.
I mean, hey, if it's somebody you don't like, there's your alibi. I haven't seen them in 3 months.
Mushrooms. You guys get ready for the fall / winter season. Mother Nature is flipping that switch quickly.
I don't know. Out here, man, Mother Nature's a little confused. Yesterday it was like 65 degrees out there, and today it's fucking 85. Don't know what the hell's going on out here.
Yeah, it's +6 up here. Celsius. Hopefully it's going to freeze this September.
Been in the 60s around here. Sunny today. Cold nights. Decent days. Sure does feel like fall, though. I know it is, pretty much fall, but not ready. I'm not ready. That's what I'm saying, guys.
I'm kind of waiting for winter. I want to take like the whole garden, and I'm gonna re-amend it all over the winter.
What is it lagging, you think?
Everything. Our soil out here sucks. So, you can do like a no-till, but it doesn't really last because it just gets depleted so quick.
How is it as far as like air ratio? Is it like
Clay. Clay. Yeah. Yeah. So like my yard out here, I can't get a shovel in it. I gotta soak it down and water it for 2 days, and then I can go dig a hole out there. But then once it dries up, it's your hole is your hole. You ain't gonna expand it or do anything like that with it. Once it's dry, it's done.
Was that your puppy or your stomach?
That's the dog.
I don't know.
That's
So Calvin
the
said they say rich agricultural lands only 2% like bio topsoil. Bullshit. So try to get some compost.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna everything that's growing right now is gonna have a chop and drop done on it, and then I'm gonna compost over the top of everything, and then throw some like cover crop for the winter, and chop and drop that, and then another round of compost before time to plant.
Do you throw anything on there to kind of kick it off? A little starter, a little pop, a little sugar, something?
I will throw, like, when I mix up my soil for like my garden beds, when I like this round, I'm gonna throw the BioLive. I'm gonna throw a shitload of BioLive in there, and a bunch of Mycos and a bunch of Azos, and probably for each yard of basically soil, I'll throw a 50-pound bag of worm castings and let that all just marinate. Basically, it's a scaled down, tweaked out version of sub super soil.
So do you think it would be, in your case, like easier to start building up beds versus, amending? Are you trying to just amend the ground soil, or is it boxes you've built that you're trying to re-amend?
Both. So what I did with like the veggie garden, I got a couple of raised beds, and those the soil's actually down. It's compacted like, go fucking lay down. The soil's actually compacted like 8 to 10 inches in some of those beds. So I got to refill it. But in everything I got planted in the ground, I dug a hole like 2.5 feet deep and filled that with new topsoil mixed with a shitload of compost and then some of the original soil. So I'm going to kind of re-amend all that over the winter and see what happens next year.
It's kind of why I was asking Smiley a little bit about the microbes and like, say your bed's there. Could you go from like take just a few scoops of like you got 4 beds? Could you take like 4 scoops of like good forest microbes like I was talking about? Get that whole diversity in a fucking maybe take a gallon and add it to each bed and have all the goodness, all the microbes from that forest quickly spread out in that bed. Be and if so, how quickly I might would that benefit be? How quickly, like the major's saying earlier on, how quickly would it take to spread throughout that bed?
I don't know, but I'm definitely going to find out this year because I'm going to start taking a 5-gallon bucket with me and a little hand shovel and bring home 5 gallons of soil from a couple different little spots and throw them in the beds just to see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Because you got to figure a lot of this stuff out there, trees fall and they just sit there and decompose back into the ground, and all the other organic matter that's falling around that and just it's just building more soil. So I figure find a spot like that where the soil's nice and there's everything around it looks good. Take 5 gallons of that soil and add it to one of the smaller beds and see what happens.
I think as a human on Earth, you'll see it. I think you'll see it too pretty quickly within the season. I think. I would hope.
That's what I'm hoping. What I'm really curious to find out is, this fucking state burns down like every other year. So we've got natural biochar everywhere. I'm thinking about going and taking some of those fallen trees that were burnt and throwing some of that in there and see what happens.
Right on. Biochar is a good place for things to kind of like accumulate and store, right? Get it wet.
Yeah. It kind of provides a little, the best way to kind of describe what it does is like it provides a little community of housing for all the bacteria and the fungi and all the little stuff that needs little hidey holes here and there.
Things. And we still only know 1% of all the shit.
So what do you guys think? We got a few fucking 14 minutes left. What do you guys think about the Mexico alien thing? It fucking exactly like
What happened, man? Oh, that like clay fucking thing they keep showing on like YouTube.
This
Oh, I
was
didn't.
the 1,000-year-old body.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the prototype from when they fucking filmed E.T.
Yeah, it was horrible. It looked like a kid made it. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Why do you think they're fucking starting to push that shit now? What do you think the agenda is?
Distractions. It's all distractions.
What's coming behind the distraction?
Oh, we're not even going to get into that.
We got a couple of minutes.
Oh, there's a lot of shit coming.
Oh, you ain't got shit going outdoor this year, do you, SoCal?
I don't have shit going indoor or outdoor this year right now.
But Major, how long do you think you got outdoor? How long before you got to start pulling shit?
Fucking you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Bit. How's that? Better?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
don't know,
you.
man. If I didn't see 3 fucking aliens in my life, I'd say they're up to something, man. But that just confirms the shit I seen, I think. Fuck, I don't know. I seen 3 fucking floating orbs in my life, and 1 fucking ship that was above fucking power lines. And when I was really young, I got freaked out with the fucking thing in my room. I swear to God, I don't know. It was like fucking ET, man. The thing was huge. The head was huge. I was all freaking out. That was the only time in my life I slept like my whole day. I was so scared. I had to sleep in bed. Fuck. So I don't know. I think it's a real man.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried that they're gonna like come down and ask to see our leader, and we're gonna have to fucking be embarrassed about it.
I don't know. I think it's a setup.
So for more control.
Yep. Save us. Save us.
More military spending, or just what curfews? Because the aliens are going to fucking attack at night.
They're gonna have a whole Wizard of Oz fucking like press conference, and it's gonna be Biden behind the fucking curtain going wooda 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 pulling switch. Wait a minute, that's not real. That's the Wizard.
Right.
Yeah, something's controlling that thing.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think, to think we're fucking smartest things out there, we all think that's crazy. But why
I think
not?
we're about the dumbest fucking things out there, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's a good statement. I'll buy into that. Out of everything out there, yeah, sad but true.
I mean, come on, what other living thing says males can have babies? You know?
We're already forwarding to this planet as far as everything else, I think.
Right?
Will they bring the better weed?
No.
No, they're going to rob us only for the only get the drugs.
So, do we get some true alien OG or what?
Hopefully. Oh, any plans for the weekends?
Yeah, man. We like fucking 3 weeks ago. My boyfriend's fair. It's the worst fair in the world. But it was a small family farm that saved. They had this little bunny and some goats and shit. We loved the bunny, so it saved the whole thing. Beyond that, they had all the kids' stuff was shut down. It made no sense. So we're going through this other one that has more of a, like 20,000 population. This little town besides a couple of hundred little local. It's pretty sad. But this one we're gonna make it out to him. We're gonna take him to the fair. Give him those classic fair rides and shit. Hopefully he feels better. Yes, kind of infection shit. We
Time goes by quick with them kids, man, that's for sure.
I'm getting to the point where, like, every time I got to spend time with my friends' kids, it makes me more happy that I didn't have kids.
What? How old are their kids? That's my question.
20s.
Now that's kind of funny.
Yeah, all the cuteness is gone by then, but
I don't know, man. It's something about being, 18, 19, 20. It's almost like you go backwards in brain power for a while.
Well, you just want to do checks. Just say yes.
Those were crazy days for me. Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to go through that phase again. It was fun, but that was crazy days.
I don't think I could
You
survive
don't
it.
want to do that. Yeah, you got a 50% chance of dying, motherfucker. You just made it through all that shit. You just survived. You want to do that again. Fuck that. So now with fentanyl and all that crazy shit, you got designer Chinese drugs. Fuck. Can't even put anything on your nose now. Gotta wait for government clean source.
Yeah, if I had to relive my 20s, I would not come out the other side.
Yeah, I agree. I was lucky to make it through the first round. 100.
Yeah, I dodged more than a few bullets.
So you think in the future that they'll actually have a clean source? You know, like it's gonna be all open, like just all the government's free to all the heroin, all that shit.
You're cutting out really bad. We didn't hear most of that.
Fuck you, Elon. All right, boys. That's all I'm saying. We go fuck man. Dustin. Night, we nerds.
Night, Major.
Right on, man.
Fucking Mr. Leal in chat says Dick takes over at 18. That could be possible peak testosterone making us crazy, but I'm not buying that because it works both ways and the gals are just as crazy as the guys. So
If not worse.
yeah, I'm not buying the dick takes over at 18. So there's got to be another reason.
No, I think from about 15 to 20, 21, your brain just kind of does not work.
There's something going on there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how I made it through.
So you feeling lucky it's tomorrow? You're the 12th and last day of the hunt?
Oh no. We have a season out here, local season that's like it goes until October 15th. Then it shuts down for 2 weeks and then opens back up until New Year's.
Nice. That's a nice long season.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it shuts down during rifle season and then opens back up like the end of rifle. So we get a month before rifle season and then a little over a month after rifle season. But at this point, it's going to take that long to find the fucking deer.
Fucking, I was thinking about you the other day. Take these bitches out. Fucking, I was seeing this thing for a rapid reloader for a bow.
Really?
Yeah, it was super cool. Fucking like 12 shots at once. All as fast as you could draw.
Oh, gnarly.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool. And I think
That
it
would be pretty cool.
12 shots, 12 draws, and the auto reloader there. It's pretty sweet.
I timed myself the other day. I can average a shot every 10 seconds.
That's pretty damn fast.
Yeah, but it's not that accurate either.
Humans on Earth wants to know if you hunt small game, rabbits, turkey, shit like
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell, I haven't even seen rabbits in the last couple of weeks. They fucking disappeared too.
Why do you think the reason is for that?
Just a lot more activity. lot more human activity out in the deer woods. So everything's kind of taking off and getting out of the area.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible this time of year hunting around here. Man, it drives. I mean, it's bad anyway driving around here with deer, which I believe the recipe is if you want a deer just to put LEDs on a vehicle and drive around, and it seems to just call them right to your vehicle. But
Oh yeah.
this time of year, man, they're terrible, man. People go into the woods and they're fucking running all night long, fucking trying to get away from them fucking that shit.
Yep. Well, here it's like it's starting to get to that point where people are starting to get outside, and we're kind of the opposite of everybody else, where everybody else is going out in the summer and we're like, no, fuck that. I'm waiting for the fall and the winter when it's not 100 and holy hell out. And, we don't need air conditioning everywhere we go. So let's go hit the hiking trails and the mountain biking trails. And that's pushing it too,
What's your favorite small game to hunt?
Probably turkey. Just because you either walk right up to them and they look at you like, oh, what the hell are you? And you kill them. Or you got to sit and try to freaking call them in.
You gonna get your own for Thanksgiving this year?
I'm hoping to have a nice big old freaking venison steak here on Thanksgiving, but if not, yeah, I'll go get a turkey.
Nice venison steak. That sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah. I actually ran into a bunch of turkeys this morning. I was thinking about it for a minute. I'm like, there ain't nobody around here, and nobody would see me walking out of these woods with a turkey. But it'd be my luck. I get back to my truck and there's a fucking game warden.
Didn't they used to put trackers and shit in turkeys, catch them, release them with trackers and shit?
Yeah, for a while they were doing that.
I remember somebody telling me they'll track that fucker right to your freezer.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they were doing that out here for the like the repopulation thing. Trying to figure out, where they're going, where they're nesting here, they're going there, they're whatever, trying to figure out what their patterns were, because they were gone for a long time out here. So I'd like to go get some pigs, but those are gone here too. You can't find any pigs here. And I got friends in Texas that are like, dude, come out and just like, bring a freaking machine gun and get every single one of them you can.
I seen a big old fucking pig the other day. Kind of made me smile. We're in a fucking small town, and it was right the local apartments of the small town. It was a corner building there with like 4 units, and that was like the apartments. It literally said big sign apartments. And that was probably the closest thing to town. Was that unit right there? Behind that place was obviously the guy that run the apartments. Like had fucking big old fucking that thing was huge. A couple of huge hogs out back. I mean, literally big fucking pigs. I was like, damn. Is that where you go when you don't pay rent?
They'll eat damn near anything.
Right, that's what I said. Yeah.
There's a guy down the road from me that's got a little farm, and he raises pigs. He's got one that's almost 1,000 freaking pounds.
Damn. That's a fucking big pig. Are they like, is the meat still good at that kind of?
That's kind of what I was thinking too, because like the bigger things get, the less tender and the more grainy and stuff they get. So I'm kind of wondering about that.
Yeah, somebody told me the other day was that it might have been we've been on the show. Like there's cow that's like a year old or some shit like that, there's a age to where like they can't sell it as meat after that. It's too old, too fucking nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, they get tough.
It's crazy.
I don't know what the shelf life is before they can actually sell it as, steak, but I don't know. I'll tell you what though, like my experience with store-bought turkey and wild turkey, two completely different animals. The legs on the store-bought turkeys, they're fucking big old huge goddamn turkey legs. The ones I've got out here that are wild, it's like chicken legs on them, little tiny legs.
I've noticed that too. There's definitely a taste difference as well. Big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot. The farm raised store bought ones are a lot more tender.
Oh man. Well, and we have hit that mark, 11:03, 11:04 officially.
Right.
Gonna fucking wrap it up, brother. Fucking
Sounds like a plan. Did our two winners send you their contact info?
I don't know. I know the one said he was gonna bear with me while he gets his Instagram set back up, and Mr. Brent Anderson has my cell, my Instagram, all that good shit. So shouldn't be hard
All
for.
right. Yeah. Okay. So you guys, whoever won, get us your info.
Right on. Thanks
All right,
again.
on you go. Absolutely. Fuck you for having us. It's good seeing everybody. Chat. I can't see you guys, but fuck you too. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Cheers, SoCal. Good luck, brother.
Cheers. Thanks.
That being said, that does wrap up this episode 821.3. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this Thursday episode. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, hanging out, subbing up, all that good stuff. With that being said, that does wrap it up. No shout outs tonight. Big tear on that one. Sorry, guys, but just had to try to muster up some fucking energy for the next phase of the night. With that being said, please do not forget to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives, and it doesn't have to be a monetary thing. Open a door, heartfelt, how you doing? You need a hand with that. Help somebody out. You'd be amazed what a little bit of effort coming from the proper place will do. With that being said, enjoy your weekend. I may or may not see you before the next one.